Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. I finally got on. It took me over an hour, but at least we're here. We had a lot of trouble last week too, but look, we're grateful that we're on now. And I'm the founder and the owner of Parental World Knowledge. And in addition, I am the president of Artists Barbara Alsu Fine Art Studio. We're here to do some more watercolor painting, and I hope that you have your canvas material. It's on a pad, and you can get this in an art supply store. And this is much better than using just watercolor paper because it absorbs the paint better. In addition, you won't have to pre-whitewash the entire canvas, which takes time and which takes extra money because the palettes, they normally do not come with a white. So you just get a colored palette. You're not getting white. So you're going to have to buy a separate watercolor white. It's in a tube. And it's just way too expensive to do that. And then it takes the time to paint it too. So I would prefer, to recommend that, the canvas material. And you can also use my particular one for acrylic and oil. So besides watercolor. So it's really great, universal. You can use it for everything. And then you need watercolor paintbrushes, not from a dollar store, a good one. And you might be able to get some for $1 once in a while and get lucky at an art supply store, but don't be buying your paintbrushes at a dollar store. They could just fall apart, and these are much better, the artist brushes. You need a good artist sponge. You need, in addition, an artist eraser, and you need color pencils. It doesn't have to be necessarily artist pencils, but, just color pencils to match what you're painting. Right now, I'm doing New York City skyline, but you could do whatever you want to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm, doing New York City skyline. You can do whatever, sports is it easier for you, whatever it is that you really enjoy. One time I asked a teenager, what do you like? And he says, I like watching Medea. So I said, well, then by all means, go paint Medea. And so he did. So it came out great. And the only thing is, I did mention this before, he put her in a mini skirt. Oh my gosh. Short mini skirt, real short. So I said, I think you need to paint down a little bit because, she's not a thin woman. And he put her in a real short mini skirt. So he did. He painted the skirt. We were all laughing hysterically. And he didn't even want to paint to begin with, but then he enjoyed it. I have had 100% success rate. I haven't found a person, at first they don't want to paint, but then everybody, even if they had an objection, they do want to paint. I've been in a nursing home, and this woman was in her 90s, and she said she never painted, she never did any art all her life, and she didn't want to do it. And I've mentioned this story before, and I got her to do it by not pushing her, but just, going over and smiling at her and letting her see what other people are doing. And then she finally did it, and she was one of the best. She painted the most beautiful rose and vase and did the background and everything. And she completed it within an hour. I just can't even believe, she was saying, I can't do it. And I find the ones that say they can't do it are the best. So if you have objections and you just want to watch the show, that's fine. But I know if you have props, and then in addition, If you don't have props and you want to do something like a person or a pet, you can copy exactly as what you see, but when you have a prop, please make it different. If you can't draw whatsoever, you can do a computer printout of what you love and just paint over it. Just make sure the paper is of good quality, not the thin computer paper. You know, you'd have to have a little texture like the canvas. So just make sure it's a better quality. So when you paint, it doesn't, just fall apart and be flimsy. All right. So the only thing is when you paint, I just want to say one more thing. Make sure you do gentle strokes, especially since it's a mid-sized canvas that I'm recommending for you to get. And if you have a very small area, you can even dot on. And your light colors first when you're painting. So that was it. Just just wanted to make sure that you know that, and probably most people do, but you're just tuning in. All right, and I mixed already some beige. I put brown with white. So you squeeze a little bit of the white. You don't need, for that tube, you don't need to put water, but you do for the paint, and just put a little bit of water. Now, you do have to give several layers, at least. Now, with architecture, you're going to have to give more, but only several layers. Platinos is here with me too, but he's taking a nap. It was such a beautiful day. And today is National Walk Your Dog Day, so we were walking quite a bit down the street. He was having a ball. And then he caught my neighbor just coming home from work, and he just loves him. It's one of his best buddies, and he played with him for a while. He loves his buddy. He loves his buddy. He gets so excited when he sees him. He just gets so happy. He's such a nice man. And I couldn't ask for a better neighbor. Every neighbor that lived next door in that house has been wonderful. I mean, I haven't had a bad neighbor lives right next to us, and I have not had a bad neighbor who ever lived in that house also prior to him. We had so many nice neighbors. And they have a dog too. The dog plays with their dog. Nice dog. It's a female, not a male like my male. He likes an older dog. He likes. She's big too. Mine's just, Platinos is just a small dog, and almost mid-size now, but he doesn't mind playing with the big He plays with a lot of big dogs. He is very grateful for any dog or person that wants to play with him, especially children. He loves children. Platinos loves children so much. Well, we were out hours today, and he just had a ball. The first time it's warm enough, not too windy, and sunny. It was just great in West Orange, New Jersey. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Just beautiful, like spring weather. And it's hard to believe it's February. Because really, weather was so bad. We weren't having good weather at all. Snow and say hello, a shout out to Taylor. I hope everything's going well. It's my honey in the oil business, and just hope and pray he's safe, sound. Things are going well for him and no problems. Say hello to Raju. He said he started to paint recently, so for the first time in his life with watercolor. I hope he's still doing it. And I thank the new people that are following me. I'm very grateful. Glad you're hanging in there with me because we haven't had a very good track record with we've been hacked and we couldn't get on the air, and today I had trouble getting on the air again with Google Hangouts. Just not a good week. It was not a good week last week. Very grateful for today. It took a little over an hour, but still we got on. If anybody wants to be on our show, it is free, but you do have to be 18 or more. Google Hangouts rules and YouTube rules. And if you prefer a private lesson, we have private lessons with artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio. You can give us a call, 973-736-1637. And we have one free art or poetry lesson for youth service days in April. Now, anyone who's younger than 18 needs to be accompanied by an adult, though. think that's your brother. made a delicious chicken soup the other day with farro. It's an ancient grain, Italian ancient grain, and mushrooms and rosemary. Oh my gosh, it comes all in one. The seasoning, it has other herbs in it too. It is just so delicious to put that in with my chicken. I had legs that were just so white looking, little legs, and I had added a little bit more rosemary and sea salt and thyme and basil. It was just so delicious. And I added red kidney beans to it. And I put a beautiful Spanish onion with it. And I diced it, the onion. The recipe's on LinkedIn if you want to see. And it just was so delicious. Truly wonderful soup. That tea with the ancient grain is so healthy, and it's delicious. You can't beat that. Delicious and great for you, healthy. It's okay, baby, I'm here. He's sleeping. One person asleep. The 2 months I didn't have him, I think that somebody must have abused him when he was in Dominican Republic by himself, because he sort of whimpers out in his sleep. It worries me. You know, what happened? And sometimes he, when he comes in after I walk him, he doesn't do this to anybody, else, but does it to me. If we had children here, we wouldn't do it. But when I'm by myself with him, he starts to growl, and he's nipping at me. And with me, I'm a senior citizen and I'm sensitive. It's not good. It's not good at all. So I just hope that he finds some peace as he stops whimpering in his sleep like that. I keep telling him I love him. That's all I can do. But he significantly, at times, he stops from the teething. But with me being so sensitive, it's not good. It's just not good at all. even for the little bit that he does. Does a lot of damage to me. I love him with all my heart. My son saw how he was, the little bit that he did teeth, it wasn't much. It just, very seldom. But even so, with me, I have very sensitive skin. I have very soft skin. And for me to get even that little bit of teething, it's really hurting me. I mean, look, this is just a little bit of teething. Look how red I am. So I just hope he finds peace. I know he's happy here. He wags his tail. Like I said, he wants to play with everybody. I said it so many times. He wants to play with the postman. He wants to play with the mailman. He's not trying to bite them. He's trying to play with them. People deliver a package. He's just trying to play with them. He wants to be friendly to everybody. Most dogs aren't that way. Most dogs want to bite the postman, bite the mailman, bite the guy delivering the package. Like I said, he's very docile and wonderful with kids. And he loves children. Oh my gosh. He loves other pets. Even the big ones, as I said a little while ago. Oh, it's all foggy, the screen now. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It looks like total darkness on my screen. It's all foggy. Oh, the camera is not in focus again. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Oh, it's still foggy, the screen. I don't know if it's foggy on yours or... Well, I pray a miraculous healing prayer for everybody in the world. Should have good peace and good spirit, good strength. Amen. I was up very early with Platino, so he's sound asleep. I feel like I'm falling asleep. It's just been one of those weeks this past week. And then to be out all day with him because it was so beautiful weather. God heals you 100%. I just do the healing prayer, I just want to say. And in addition, I hope that everybody has a good evening or a good day, depending on where you are in the world. Okay, so at any rate,